I'm going to be heading down to the coast. So I want to tie up one of my favorite flies. I'm going to do a number 4. That's the part number. These are the saltwater series, super sharp, never rust. They're great. So this is going to be a, oh man, I need to lock that in there tighter. So as you can tell, I don't have the best equipment for tying flies. I'm still using the setup I had in high school. It seems like, well, I don't know, 30 something years old. But if it ain't broke, right? We're just gonna get a good foundation on here. And then we'll start tying it up. Okay. So this is a spawning shrimp pattern. And I like to use this right here. This tan tinsel for the main, or for like the tail and the body and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna cut this. Ooh. And that's about right there. Okay, I'll tie that back. I'll cut off this excess. And then I like to throw in some tinsel or a little extra flash, even though this is already pretty flashy. Right there. Tie that back just right about to the edge of that bend. Okay. And then I want to do one more. Give it just a little bit more. Fold that back. Take this right back down. Oops. Right there to that bend. Okay. And we'll cut off this little extra right here. Next, I want to tie in a couple of things. So I want this feather. Yeah, this thing's a mess. I need to clean this desk up. So we'll tie this in first. And I want to use this for the body. And we're going to need, let's see, I don't know, probably that much. Not very much. Okay. I'll take that to right there. Oh, and before I forget, I'm gonna put on some eyes. And where are my eyes? I want some yellow eyes, if I've got them right here. So these are, what, 5/32, 4mm, yellow. I'm gonna tie that in just about right here. So a little bit back. And I like using these particular eyes because they sit here and the hook will flip up, and so that the barb of the hook, or that, you know, the bend of the hook goes up, and it's won't get caught on as many oysters or grass or whatever's down there. It makes it a little easier to fish. All right, and I'm gonna take in, glue that in a little bit. I use clear fingernail polish instead of, you know, I really should be using that head cement, or that UV stuff, because that stuff is great, but again, I'm using a pretty old setup. At some point I'll upgrade. Okay, so we got that eye tied in. And we're going to tie in this body. Where are my hackle pliers? So we use the hackle pliers here. And just take that right up to those eyes. Tie that in really tight. Okay, next, I'll bring this back. Oh, about right there. Now we're going to take this hackle. We're going to go around the body here. Okay. Tie that off. And we'll just kind of come back in. I like running this thread back over the top of this. It helps pull those feathers in a little tighter and keeps them from coming off. I just realized I'm coming out of my vise, so let's crank that thing back in. Okay. Ooh, dang. All right, let's try this one more time. Crank it down right there. Okay. Yeah, that's not helping. All right. So we got that. And then one final thing. We're going to take this and we're going to flip it upside down. Crank that thing down. And we're going to take a little bit of this. tie this in. Actually, I'm going to back that off just a little bit. We're going to bring this up about right there. And then we're going to fold that back. Okay, that's good right there. And let's see, put that in nice and tight. Build up that head a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna put this in here. Boom. And we'll put a whip finish on it. I can never do this. It keeps flipping on me. There we go. Oh, crap. All right, one last time. Oh, come on. I got too much out. Let's reel this in a little bit. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll do one more just for fun, just because I can never do it right. I think it's worse because I'm trying to do it on video. There we go. All right. And pull that tight. Cut that off. Then we're going to take our marker here. And we're going to a little bit more than I want here, so we're going to cut that off. And we're going to come back on this other side. And do the same thing. I'm just going to mark this up. All right, and that is my spawning shrimp pattern. So this thing is killer on the coast. It's supposed to look like a shrimp. I don't think it looks like a shrimp, but I'm telling you, this thing catches fish. It really does well. So, and again, it bounces. You know, the weights will keep that right there on the bottom. So, you know, it skips along like that. And it keeps that hook out from getting snagged on stuff. So it's a really good all-around pattern for trout and redfish both, and you know, the occasional flounder if you can find them. So we'll see how it does this weekend.